Hey guys, Sam here, and Merry Christmas. I know that it was yesterday, but I'm recording it today, not the day that I recorded on that day. Sure, this video will not be uploaded from, yesterday. So I decided to make a Christmas reaction horror video. I know on my last video, if you haven't seen it, in the description, I thought I was not gonna make a Christmas reaction horror video, but I still did it. I thought I was gonna make a Christmas horror game video, but of course I didn't think about that. I had other things that I had to do, and of course even I'm trying to deal with my little sleep paralyzed problem. That's right, if you haven't seen that in the description, it's actually in there. If you haven't seen my 2022 highlights, might as well go look at it. I made the videos a little better. Even I thought I was not gonna edit them except the SpongeBob aftermath with the siren heads on Cooler 2000's video. You're probably wondering, Phantom, why didn't you just use that video instead of using the original video that you did not re-edit? Well, I just got with the views. That's why. The one that has been mostly viewed. So, I just didn't care. So I just went with it. It's still the one that has most views anyway. So that's why I still add to it. It was only 3 plus 1 stream videos. It was Peppa Pig, Sonic.exe, Sonic.exe 2, the one that was involved with Knuckles, and that was made from Torrent, aka Bratwurst. And of course, what I just said, Cooler 2000, the SpongeBob Aftermath Siren Head. And also, the one stream that had the most views was Job Simulator, featuring the Creepless Rule Lil Hicks. Of course, I edit like an hour and a half to finish that last video, and that was the stream video. I took a break from one of those days, and I done to the next day. It took me like an hour and a half to finish that stream video. I added a lot of funny moments there, like I made some funny effects. Just hopefully you guys will enjoy. And I just realized I got to record. I just realized I gotta record my screen recorder right after I get done talking to you guys. But anyway, happy holidays, guys. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Xmas Christmas. Oh, I don't even know why I got that from Delirious. H2O Delirious back then when I watched one of his videos. To those who doesn't want to say Christ, as he quote. And to those who don't celebrate the holidays, still, happy holidays anyways. But anyway, guys, this video is made by IMR Scary Tales. Now, I was hoping that I would just do one video at a time when it comes to IMR scary videos, like his 3 true horror animation stories. I decided to do this one time, just to do a one-time thing with this animation video, because I fear that I might get a copyright strike, but I'm hoping, IMR, I am shouting you out, so please don't send me a copyright strike. I will put your link in the description, and my viewers will see if they're interested to come see your videos. So please, do not send me a copyright strike. I am putting out a disclaimer saying I do not own the animation. It goes to the rightful owners. I'm still trying to see if I can get the permission of Horror Short Story Party, since they haven't replied yet. So I sent them another message so I can see if I can actually react to their videos. And since I don't see IMR sending me no copyright claim, because in his description he didn't say that you cannot react to this video without this person's permission, because it's all about permissions. Some people will be okay with you reacting to the video as long as you're not claiming their videos. Of course, I'm not one of those YouTubers that like, hey, I'm just going to steal their content so I can make money off their creations. I'm not that kind of person, guys. I react and game, and I send them shoutouts respectfully. I respect their arts, their skills, their talents. I'm always respecting. And I advise you guys to do the same. If you ever do a reaction video, make sure you shout that person out. Otherwise, you'll get in trouble with YouTube, and your channel will be deleted, and you will not get back into doing that. They're probably gonna keep on deleting your channels, or maybe just one time if you're I don't want to say like that all the time, because you're just stealing other people's content. It's just like a high punishment that you just delete that. They're gonna delete that one video. One channel. You can make another channel as long as you do something different and not try to do the same thing. Always, it's gonna delete the channel again. But anyway, let me hit this record button, and I'm hoping that IMR is cool with me reacting to his whole video. The 3 true Christmas horror stories animated. And I repeat, IMR Scary Tales. Okay guys, let's see what IMR Scary Tales made for Christmas.
I was decorating my Christmas tree when I heard footsteps outside my apartment. I checked through the peephole and saw a girl near my age dragging her heavy suitcase into the opposite apartment.
Oh, she's got it.
Finally, a neighbor. A joyful smile came to my face knowing I won't be celebrating Christmas alone this year. I opened the door to help the poor girl. Hi, let me help you. No need, I can do it myself. I'm Kathy, your neighbor. And you are? She got in and slammed her door in my face. It felt bad that I was being nice to her and she blew me off. But I don't lose hope so easily. I decided to bake cookies for my neighbor as a housewarming gift. I also thought of inviting her for dinner so we could celebrate the joy of Christmas together. The building I...
Hold on. You better make chocolate chip, because if you invite me and you don't make no chocolate chip, I'm gonna be upset and I'm just gonna leave. Keep blaming me. I like chocolate chip better.
I live in has just started to fill up, so most of the apartments are still vacant. On my floor, it was just me, and now this new girl who arrived. After putting the chocolate cookies in the oven, I hung the new blinking Christmas lights all over the living room. The red shiny bell on top of the Christmas tree made it look exclusive.
Yeah, you better make that chocolate chip cookies, otherwise I'm gonna be mad.
I changed into my cute elf costume and waited for the cookies to get done. Just then, a loud sound of heavy metal music shook the entire building. Realizing it was coming from the new girl's apartment, I heaved a sigh of disappointment. She is going to be a tough nut to crack. With a nervous face, I rang her doorbell.
Man, that's why... Hold on. Man, this is why I don't like being in apartments that much, because you don't know who's going to be loud and going to be obnoxious. Unlike some neighbor up there decided to be Bigfoot. Literally, no joke.
You know, I'm getting some Venom vibe right here. If you haven't seen Venom, then where have you been? Eddie Brock literally had to go through the same thing, even before Venom came to him.
At first, she didn't answer, so I rang again. This time, the loud music stopped, and heavy footsteps walked up to the door. What? She opened the door in one strong jolt. Her angry eyes were fixated on me like she wanted me dead.
Damn, angry much?
I made cookies for you. Merry Christmas? Ugh, what is your problem, dude? I just wanted to invite you for dinner. It's Christmas Eve, and we both seem to be alone, so I thought... What?
Hold on. The way I look at this person, the way her eyes are twitching, I'm going to assume something that is wrong up there. I'm like, what on something. You better not be in that white snow Christmas dinner.
That I will agree to hang out with a skinny witch like you? Do you even understand boundaries, Kathy? Sorry, but I just wanted us to be friends. Friends? Like, seriously? I don't make friends with people like you. What do you mean by people like me? People who are so stupidly obsessed with Christmas. I mean, it's all fake. There's nothing joyful
About to
about
say,
it.
what, you
The
racist?
world is a dark place, and to hell with Santa Claus. You take that back. Huh? Or what? I hate Christmas. I hate Santa, and I hate people like you who try to cover up lives under the make-believe rug of Christmas joy. I smiled at her. She kept staring at me in reaction, but I spoke in a soft,
She is really being a Grinch really hard right now.
calm voice. Seems like I have to try the hard way. Whatever. I hit her on the forehead with a candlestick which I hid in my costume. And like a clueless trapped rabbit, she fainted on the floor. I then
Is that
took
how
a
you
bite of
treat your
my
neighbors?
freshly made chocolate cookies. Yum, delicious. Let's celebrate Christmas. Within the next few minutes, I
I
dragged
don't
my
think I want to try her
unconscious
cookies
neighbor
now.
into my apartment, sat her down in a chair facing the Christmas tree, and tied her up with tight rope so she couldn't do anything more stupid. Christmas is all about joy.
Yo, no. This is not how Christmas goes. You do not just kidnap someone that just want to be a Grinch saying they hate Christmas and all. If they don't want to celebrate Christmas, you can't force someone to celebrate Christmas like that. You just gotta respect their boundaries. Like you gotta respect their ways. Like if they don't want to celebrate it, then you can't force someone to celebrate Christmas. There's a lot of people out there that don't celebrate any other holidays. No joke. I actually met someone that actually don't celebrate holidays. And if she knows me, then she knows who I'm talking about.
And sharing happiness.
If she
I
watched my
don't know
videos.
why some people don't understand that. Never mind. I can make them understand pretty well. I roasted the chicken, made mashed potatoes, and my special strawberry cake.
Yo, when I look at her, she looks like Scarlet from Mortal Kombat. Like she's into Christmas involved with blood and
For
gore.
dessert. Once I was done preparing the dinner table with delicious food, I went to wake up the
She
poor
looked like she
girl.
would be a named Scarlet.
Wake up, pumpkin. It's time to rise and shine. Where? Come on, wake up. We're going to have so much fun tonight. She finally opened her eyes, and for the first time, I was happy to see the fear on her face. What's happening? What are you doing to me? Me? No. I'm just trying to get to celebrate Christmas. That's all. Let me go, okay? Or I'll scream. You can try. Ah! Help me! Somebody! I'm in here, please send help! La 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 la. Let me go! Shh. You're screaming for no reason. There's no one here to hear you. What do you want? Nothing. I just want to celebrate Christmas.
Is this not an
You don't have
apartment?
to be scared of me. I took away the knife because it was surely making the new girl nervous. Let's start again, okay? Hi, I'm Kathy, and you are... Samantha. Now you're being a good girl.
Not from Danny Phantom.
Tears rolled down Sam's beautiful blue eyes. I felt bad, but she left me no choice.
She does have beautiful eyes, though. If she wasn't very terrified right now.
Honestly, picking on the golf right now is so lowbrow right now. And when I say that, that's just wrong. There's a lot of reasons why it's wrong to go after emos like this, since they had their own hard life, and you're just making it harder for them. And to avoid any other details, I wish not to continue talking about that.
God help them.
But this is even so hard for me to say something like this, and I'm supposed to be the dark one. I have to feel sorry for this woman.
Come on, don't cry. You're just trying to make me feel bad. Look, I'm not a bad person. I tried to be nice, but you wore your ass as a hat. What else
Are
could
you?
I have done? You should be lucky that I didn't do what I did to Ramona. Ramona? Wait, isn't she the girl who left here before me and left the apartment on the night of Christmas Eve? Nice homework, neighbor. But she didn't leave. I made her disappear. Sam's face changed. Her skin turned pale in horror. Her mouth opened in shock. What did you do to her? I made her immortal so she never misses any Christmas with me. Let me go get her to join us. Ramona! Ramona! We have a new friend now. I went to my bedroom and brought out Ramona to the living room for the first time. She was sitting in a wheelchair with her eyes closed. Oh my god! Why does she... Sorry, forgot to tell...
Is this woman related to the pig from Batman? It's like the pig from Batman and Leatherface combined. Not Barry yet, Professor Pig. Just Professor Pig himself. Because I don't know if I should add... No, I shouldn't add Leatherface to the list, because I know he makes leather faces for himself, and he's not literally a doctor. He just like to take his victims' faces and make his own, well, leather faces. This is the pig right here. The pig. P-Y-G, no P-I-G.
Tell you, I learned taxidermy from my grandpa. He loves stuffing all the wild animals after hunting them. It's easy. You can do it too. Scraping the fat under the skin, then rub it with borax to help it dry faster. And last but not least,
No thanks.
stuff
I'm
it
good.
with lots and lots of cotton and sew it up.
No thanks. We good.
Nice,
We're
right?
good.
You're a freak. No wonder you're alone. I felt the blood in my veins boil up. Smokes of anger curled up inside my body. I let out a huge grin at Sam. What
Can't
is
handle
it,
the
Ramona?
truth.
You want Samantha to be like you? Oh, sure. I can do that. It will be your Christmas gift. I turned on the music. The Christmas carols filled the air in the apartment. Sam was screaming her heart out, but it didn't bother me. I kind of like it when they scream. I started
You are
sharpening
a
my
Christmas
tools.
psychopath.
The dinner will get cold, but I must serve the need of the hour. After all, Ramona asked for her Christmas gift.
Oh, that won't be it in the video. Oh, God.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Is that blood?
Let your heart be light.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video. If so, please leave a like. And also, a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you want to support this channel and make this channel reach the 1 million mark, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can change your mind later. Enjoy.
Oh, and subscribe to Fam the Dark Hoodie.
Yeah, be sure to subscribe. Thanks, IMR. Be sure to subscribe to me too.
Everyone, Christmas.
Okay, this is story 2. Hopefully, no copyright strike.
This is a time of joy, a time of happiness, togetherness, and
I am enjoying
presents.
this actually.
For me, it's a nightmare. That
Hold up. I just realized they kind of look like Family Guy designs. Do y'all see that? I can't be the only one that sees that. I feel like this is going even better.
Again and again.
The Grinch.
And again. An endless nightmare that will haunt me until the day I die.
You
It
killed your
all
family.
started when I was only 10 years old. I was just a helpless and innocent child, unable to defend myself. My mother was telling me a story before I went to sleep, while my brother listened in his bed, laughing. And that's the end. Did you like the story? Yes, Mom. Well, it's time to go to sleep, honey. By the time you wake up tomorrow, Daddy will be back home. And together, we'll see what Santa brought you. Mom, the Grinch wasn't bad, was he? No, honey, he was just lonely. When he felt the Christmas spirit, he became good. So if we are good to bad people, they will become good? Yes, honey, of course.
Hey, Eileen, don't believe that story. It's made for children.
What do you mean?
In the real story, the Grinch...
Now let me take it from here. In the real story, the Grinch never celebrated Christmas, and he always will hate Christmas. He will take everything from you. He will steal your presents. He will steal your trees. He will steal everything that you celebrate Christmas every year, including the tree. He doesn't care when you all keep singing your little holiday song. And yet, he gets away with murder and steal your hoo hash.
Okay, chill with that, Dark Me.
Grinch is a monster who wants to steal Christmas by eating children.
Gabriel, don't tell her that. Go to sleep. You're lying. You're a child too. And the Grinch will eat you too.
Yeah, but I'm a year older. It'll eat you first.
Mom! No one will eat anyone. It's just a story. Both of you stop talking about the Grinch and go to sleep.
Yes, Mom.
As she was leaving, my mom turned off the lights and said goodnight.
Now watch
I
you
was
talk
already
about it.
afraid, and I didn't want to go to sleep. My eyes began to adjust to the darkness. I could see something, but everything was still too blurry. Gabby, is it true that the Grinch is coming to eat me?
Are you still going on about that? Let it go, Eileen. The Grinch won't eat you. You're too ugly.
Hey, I'm not ugly.
Yes, you are. If anything, he's more likely to eat me first. I'm much prettier than you.
No,
So you rather be
you're
eaten
mean
first?
and ugly. Gabriel? Brother, are you there? Answer me, you're scaring me.
He's gonna jump behind you.
Mom!
Thought so.
Gabriel, stop scaring your sister. Don't make me come in there.
Sorry, Mom. I scared you.
You're not funny. Tomorrow I'll tell Daddy too.
Ah!
Brother, this isn't funny. Get out of there or I'll tell Mom. I was convinced that my threat would work to stop my brother from making jokes. But after a few seconds, I started to worry. Gabby? Are you there? In response to my question, a hand came out from under the bed, clutching my mattress.
It's the Grinch.
That was not my brother. His fingers were long, dirty, and hairy. But what scared me the most was that they were green. Who are you? What are you doing here? I'll tell Mom and Dad. Ignoring my warning.
Honestly, we see a lot of things that aren't real as kids. Like one time, I saw a shadow of a, I can't remember the character of the Penguin, but I saw him as a shadow and he was actually talking to me. That was back when I was a kid. If you guys actually saw your imaginations come to life in your own eyes, I want to know. Comment down below what you imagined as a kid that actually happened in real life to you.
A head slowly peeked out from under my bed. Its eyes were red and yellow. Its gaze was despicable, full of anger as if he hated me. Before I could scream, the other hand reached out from under the bed and grabbed my head, pulling me out of my bed. Mom! It's the Grinch! As I screamed, the monster's hand grabbed my leg and began to pull me under the bed. No! 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 Suddenly, the hand stopped and the lights came on. Aline, what happened? Are you all right? Mom, there's a monster under the bed. It's the Grinch. He ate Gabby and now he's coming for me. Okay, Gabriel, this time you've gone too far. When your father gets here, you'll be in trouble, boy. I couldn't believe what was happening. My mom and my brother were gone. I tried to run, but my body didn't respond. I just stood there, shaking,
Of course, we can still hear the
listening to my
screams.
mom screaming under the bed until after a few seconds, she stopped. Immediately, the Grinch's eyes glowed under the bed, looking in my direction. The beast came out slowly and carefully, staring at me.
I should react to a
He
video
walked
involved with
past me,
Krampus.
and with a cruel smile, turned off the light and closed the door. From that moment on, I could only hear two things: the beating of my heart, and the Grinch's footsteps walking slowly in my direction. Each step louder than the last, more full of hatred, cruelty, and sadism. My fate was written. There was no escape from this. My blood froze and my energy returned to my body, but not to escape or fight. I could only scream. The monster had stopped walking, but not because I scared it. No, but because it was next to me. I couldn't see it, but I felt something wet behind me. It was his breath. Then I heard a much louder breath and a scary noise behind me. The Grinch was slowly opening his mouth, ready to eat me, but enjoying my fear and doing it very slowly. At the climax, a louder noise followed. It was a door slamming. My dad had come home from work. He quickly turned on the light and looked at me with concern. The Grinch was gone.
Honey, what's wrong? Where's your mom and brother?
Life came back into my body and I ran as fast as I could, grabbing him by the jacket. Dad, run! There's a monster! It's the Grinch! We must go now! Without understanding, he followed my lead and ran with me. We were outside the house.
Eileen, stop!
We have to run, Dad. He'll catch us!
Honey, go to the neighbor's house and tell them to call the police. If a bad man came in to rob us, I have to save Mom and Gabby.
No, Daddy. It's not a man. It's the Grinch. He'll eat you.
Listen to me, sweetie. Daddy will be back soon. You just go to the neighbor's house.
And just like that, my dad went back into the house. That was the last time.
Yep, he's dead. My advice, have a gun on you in the future in case he comes back.
That's really dark to say.
Dude, I am dark.
Fair point.
I saw him. The next few days, the police tried to investigate what happened. They never found the culprit, nor could they believe me. Since I had no relatives who could take care of me, my neighbors agreed to raise me.
Is that
They were
Caillou?
like parents to me. From that day on, there wasn't a Christmas that I didn't think the Grinch would come looking for me. But I am no longer afraid. I am a very cheerful girl. But at Christmas, I am always alone. I turn off the lights and sit in the middle of my room with a gun in my hand, waiting for the Grinch
Oh look, she actually took my advice. Good for you.
to come back and try to finish his job.
What I'm about to
Except
tell
we
you
don't-
begins with...
Except we don't know when he's ever going to strike, though. It could take years. You'll be an old lady and he'll come after you like he Michael Myers or something.
the most tragic event of my life. When I was just a child, both of my parents were murdered. A man, out of his mind, came into our house and killed them while I was hiding. But that's another story. During the time when it was being decided who I would live with from then on, I had to stay at my grandfather's house. He was very good to me, but he couldn't be the one to raise me because of his age and illnesses. So, weeks later, I moved in with one of my aunts.
I'm so happy to have you here, dear Scott. Come
clear my
closer.
throat.
Let me help you with your bags.
Thanks, Aunt. I knew she was a good person. My grandfather had even talked to me about it. You know, she was never able to have children. That's why she'll be happy to adopt you. She has good intentions. But despite everything, there was something strange about her. Something that made me feel uncomfortable every time her small eyes looked at me.
There's no better time than Christmas to welcome you to your new home, don't you think? Speaking of which, what do you say about helping me decorate?
Hold on. You wanna know what I just thought about? When I look at this woman, she somehow remind me of Aunt Cass from Big Hero 6, but in a more creepy looking version of her. Don't get me wrong, guys. She does kind of look, to me, she does kind of look like a scary version of Aunt Cass.
I know it's a little late at this point, but, you know, I was so busy that I didn't realize. Anyway, we could do it together, as a family.
Sure, Aunt Deborah.
Oh, but first, go get some rest, my boy.
I spent most of the afternoon unpacking my things and resting from time to time, just as she had advised. But as soon as I heard it, I stopped to open my bedroom door. Aunt Deborah, are you okay? Since she didn't answer me, I went downstairs. My aunt was in the living room. I thought you wanted me to help you. She had already decorated the Christmas tree.
I was just starting. Since you're down here, could you bring me the box I left on the kitchen table?
When I got to the kitchen, there was only one box left there. It wasn't particularly big, but I can swear it was the heaviest thing I've ever had to carry. I tried to take it to the living room even though it was too much for me, all to help my aunt. But it was a bad choice.
Scott, are you okay?
The box, which had fallen just inches from me, was open. Yes, Auntie. I quickly went over to it to close it and pick it back up. Ah! Inside the box were some porcelain dolls.
Scott? Oh, my beautiful dolls.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Hold on. How could dolls be that heavy? Ain't no way dolls can be that heavy. Sure, I did feel the actual weight of a doll, but I just feel like he's just not strong enough to handle just somewhat heavy dolls. If dolls is actually that heavy, then I guess I'm wrong.
I should have known they were too much for you.
My aunt took the box and started to walk back to the living room.
Come here, let's see if they're all right.
When I got up, my aunt had already taken 3 of the dolls out of the box, although they had been carefully dressed.
Hold on. You had trouble lifting three dolls? 3 Annabelle reject dolls? It's like SpongeBob can't even lift his own arms. His own pile of arms.
They were still hideous. Their pale gray skin, their eyes, and their mouths gave me the creeps. When I approached to see the 4th, my aunt said,
Be careful.
I assumed she wanted me to take it out, so I did. It was the worst of them all. Her eyes were bulging and her mouth was open. She looked as if she was going to throw up. Ah!
Scott!
I'm sorry. It had a bug inside.
You can go back to your room. I'll try to fix her.
After that, I stayed in my room for the rest of the afternoon, as I felt very embarrassed.
Hey, can I have that doll so I can scare some people with it?
So this actually reminded me of this one time that I actually saw one of my old my old managers. She had one of these creepy dolls, and I am like, wait, what? They look like voodoo dolls, honestly, but they're not actually voodoo dolls, so chill with that. I ain't no shadow man.
I fell asleep at some point, but I was woken up after nightfall. Soon, I got up and grabbed a pair of pajamas from the closet. Right at that moment, I heard as if something scratched the floor. Huh? Turning around, I saw that the door was slightly open, but since I was still sleepy, I ignored it and just left the room to go to the bathroom. Of course, I put on my pajamas and started brushing my teeth when I heard it. The door had opened. I immediately walked over and took a look at the hallway. Aunt Deborah? She wasn't there. I was alone. So I sighed and continued what I was doing. But suddenly, I saw the shower curtain move out of the corner of my eye. As soon as I turned my head to get a better look at it, a horrible screeching sound began. This time, the curtains moved more. Huh? I quickly backed away, but slipped and fell out of the bathroom into the hallway. As I opened my eyes, I felt something touch my hand. So, I pulled it away without hesitation. That's when I managed to see the silhouette of it. A
Still took
small
your toothbrush.
creature was running down the hall and the stairs while taking my toothbrush. I soon started to follow the thing without even thinking about it.
Yo, if that ever happened to me, seeing a little tiny monster took my toothbrush, I'd be like, hey, give my toothbrush back, and I'd start chasing it.
But once I was on the first floor, I regretted it. Everything was too dark, and I don't remember where the button to turn on the light was, so I started to touch the wall to find it. But that constant sound kept making me nervous. Suddenly, I felt something sharp scratch my leg. Ah! I remember almost crying with joy the instant I found the button and the light came on. But when I turned around, my happiness vanished. There, next to the porcelain dolls under the Christmas tree, was my toothbrush. No. My first instinct was to back away, but as soon as I saw a bug pop out of the empty socket of the middle doll, I ran to my room. I'm sorry! When I closed my bedroom door and jumped into my bed, I was able to stop holding my breath, but soon I heard it again. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your friend.
That's a sign that it's time to move out.
Since the sound suddenly stopped, I assumed they'd accepted my apology. Ah! Suddenly, whatever was chasing me was there, scratching me.
Gremlins?
They weren't porcelain dolls, but little green creatures whose nails and fangs were as sharp as blades. Get away! Stop! I tried to push them away, but each time they dug their nails into my skin to hold on to me. Leave me alone! They didn't stop. On the contrary, they started to pull out my hair and even managed to remove a tooth. Ah! That's when I passed out. The next morning, my Aunt Deborah found me badly hurt. She, almost in a nervous breakdown, soon called the police and an ambulance. They all helped and were very nice to me, but they didn't believe what I told them. In fact, mentioning the goblins only made it worse, since they thought I made it up to cope with the trauma. But I know that what I saw was real. That year, I spent Christmas with my grandfather. They gave me many gifts, but all I wanted was the locks of hair and the tooth that were never found.
Well done. Well done, IMR. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good story. Like, bro, that would be the time to move out of there. If that was me, I would dashed out of there. Or better yet, find my so-called aunt and tell her what's been going on. Tell her it's time to get out of here. Or better yet, I will probably just run out of there and go to a nearest neighbor to let me stay for the night. Or better yet, call the police. Even if they're not going to believe me, I would still call the police anyway. I mean, it's going to be hard for adults to believe a child or a teenager that whatever they saw, thinking that they saw was real, but they not going to believe them. It's one of those things that's hard for an adult to actually believe a kid with that kind of story. Out of one of the three videos, the first one I actually like. It was good. IMR, if you're watching this, I like the first story in this video. Since honestly, seeing that woman being like she was like all neighbor first, but then she showed her true colors, and it's like seeing Scarlet from Mortal Kombat that she's bound to do something no good. But still, guys, shout out to IMR Scary Tales if you guys want to see more of his stories. like I said, this is gonna be like a one-time thing while I'm reacting to to his videos. If he allows me to continue watching straight through his videos, I will do that as long as I'm shouting him out, not taking his credit or anything. And yeah, that's all it's going. That's all I'm gonna do for tonight. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna upload the videos at night. So be sure to hit that bell for notifications, scare that like button, comment what you think in the video, and make sure you subscribe to my channel and his, of course, to see more horror content. I'm Fam Dark Hoodie.
And we will see you in the next video. Peace.